to Luxembourg City to shop fabrics. I am in Luxembourg with George and his family. We came for Christmas. We'll try and see what we can get. We're going to take the train and then take the bus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this should be fun. I'm excited. It's really cold, Chow. It's cold. It's not for kids. We're in Ettelbruck and we're going to Luxembourg City. I mean, the view here is really nice. Well, I think the view and the scenery is really, really nice. It's nice and peaceful. It's
Come on,
frozen.
let's go.
Let's go meet the rest. So we got on a train that went from Ettelbruck all the way to Luxembourg City, and on the way we passed some amazing views of the countryside, I would say. And one thing I really like about the ride was it sort of felt like we went through valleys and hills. So once we arrived at the city, we went up the platform and just basically walked to all of the shops. We were going to take a bus, but I think the bus ride would have taken away from exploring every single shop that we wanted to go to, as well as just exploring the city as a whole. So because it was around Christmas period, they had all of the lights up, which was really, really cute despite the cold weather. The very shop we went to was called Veritas, and the arrangement of the shop was sort of like accessories, side-along sewing supplies. It was a little bit confusing, but I guess that was how they sort of like balanced income and revenue. So they had a very nice mix of very glamorous fabrics, as well as simpler materials that you could work with. They also had really nice trims and trinkets that you could use to make necklaces, earrings, or detailing on your dress, such as tassels and beads. They also had threads, zips, buttons, but I ended up getting this really cute material, and because of the price, I just got half a meter. The second store we went into was a much bigger store and was highly concentrated with craft and sewing supplies. So it had 2 floors. On the floor in which we were on, they had fabrics, zips, buttons, pom-poms, trims, things like that. And the prices went from sort of okay to a little bit pricey for my budget. I really, really like how they displayed their fabrics. They did everything in terms of print and in terms of color. So it made finding materials a whole lot easier. So if you know you're looking for something yellow, you just go to the yellow section and then you would see what options they had. And if you wanted something print, you could go to the print section to find your material. So I ended up getting this tie-dye fabric in blue and white, which reminded me so much of home. I also got this newsprint material that I have been looking for the longest time. I got just a meter of both fabrics because I just wanted to get something small that I could use to do relatively smaller projects and would remind me of the trip to Luxembourg. We have visited 2 shops and we're going to our last one, which is more like a sewing machine shop from the pictures we saw. So probably should be good content and be useful to someone watching this. But look, so Christmassy. Christmassy everywhere. Store number 3 was called Francis, and it was dedicated to sewing machines of different sizes and functionality. They had the smaller basics one and the ones which you could use for more complicated stitches, and the price points were a little bit higher compared to what I had seen online or in sewing shops in the UK. The last and final shop we went into was a lot smaller, a lot more intimate, but it also had a very interesting array of fabrics, zips, patterns, and so on. I ended up getting, I think, about 3 fabrics from here, and the lady was so nice and lovely. She spoke English as well, which was great, so it meant that I could talk to her and sort of explain what I was looking for. I really liked the arrangement of the interior of the shop, how they displayed their products, and I thought it was a really nice little boutique to sort of like end our shopping trip for the day. These zips are so cool. They have double heads, so they have heads at the bottom, so you can zip it either from here or from the top. So I'm back home now, and it's about 8 p.m. either 8 or 8:30, and I just want to show you guys what we got. We ended up going to 4 fabric shops around the same area, which I thought was really great because we just spent about 15 to 20 minutes in each shop, and then we moved on to the next one. So the one thing I would say though is I found the fabrics to be a little bit more expensive, even though they were in euros, compared to like fabric shops in the UK. But I don't know, maybe it's because the rent in that area is high, or I don't know, some other factor. But let me show you guys what I got. This is the bag of goodies. The first fabric that really caught my eye was this. This fabric reminds me a lot of the brocade material that I got from Fabricland the last, I think it was either earlier in December or last couple of weeks. But it has a combination of gold, brown, nude, and metallic shine. So under the light it shines a little bit, and it frays heavily along the edges. So God help me when I'm sewing this one. But this particular material I only got half a meter of. Yeah, it was £24.99 per meter, like, and that's in euros. So I got half a meter and I ended up spending £12.50 for this one. And I just thought it'd be really nice to make either a gathered skirt or a pencil skirt, something simple, because it's quite shiny. So paired with a simple top or a simple shirt, I think it would work really well. And I'm really excited to work with this one. What do you guys think I should make with this? This one looks really pretty. I mean, look at that shine. Look at the shine. So from the second shop I got 2 fabrics, and I found the second shop to have a more sort of wider variety of materials. They had like plain prints, tailoring, stretchy, like it was a very good mix. But the prices in there were higher compared to the first shop we went to. So I ended up picking this newsprint material. I've actually worked with a similar fabric in the past, but this one is just a little bit softer. This feels like cotton. The one I've used before felt like heavy duty canvas. So I'm excited to use this one. It has a bunch of like vintage iconic sort of prints. I got just a meter. I think I'll most likely just make a simple top or a simple shirt because it would pair really well with a very wide variety of colored bottoms. You can wear this with a red skirt, with a blue skirt, with blue jeans, with yellow, with green, because it's black and white, so it's quite neutral. I think this was like $18.95, and I just got a meter. So the next one I got from the same shop was this tie-dye inspired material, and this just reminded me so much of home. Like tie and dye is a very common like way to create designs and shapes on fabric, and this has navy blue and white, and I just thought the prints and the shapes were very interesting. It looks like flowers almost. I just got a meter of this. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this one though, but they had a lot of different like colors, a lot of different patterns, but I thought this one looked really cool, and I got a meter of this. I think this one was about 20 or 21 euros, which again is not very cheap. Moving on to the last set of things I got. The last shop, because the third shop I went to had just sewing machines and like scissors, like sewing supplies, so no fabrics were sold in there. But the fourth and final shop we went into was a little bit smaller, but the lady was really nice, and we went there just before she was closing, so we were like kind of her last customers. So the first thing I got there was just some simple interfacing, and this one it feels lightweight. it feels really thin. So what this is it has this side with the glue, which you press onto the wrong side of your fabric, and this is used to like make collars and cuffs and waistbands a lot stiffer. I just got half a meter because I remembered I was running out of interfacing at home, so I got this one. I bought half a meter, so I ended up paying €3.95, so I don't know, around £2 give or take. That's what I paid for this one. The next thing I got was simple black ribbed jersey, which I would use for the cuffs, the collars, and the waistbands of bomber jackets or jumpers or tracksuit bottoms. You know, this type of material that has the ribbing like this. Yeah, that's it. This is what it normally comes like. It comes like in a tube like that. I can't fit it in the screen, but it comes like that, so which is really cool. I think it's sort of knitted that way, but that's how they normally sell them. So this was half a meter, so if you buy half a meter, this is what it would look like. A meter would just be longer. So I got half a meter of this one in black because new year, new projects. The last thing I got is some simple, now this color I don't know if I'll call blue or purple. It's like a nice in between of those two. This one I just thought straight away, I was like, this would just be a very simple midi fitted skirt that would have either a slit on the side or in the center back, or sort of like 3/4 of the center front. It doesn't have any stretch, so I just have to be careful when I'm making the pattern and add ease so I can walk around when I wear this. I only got a meter of this one. I think it was around 12 or 14 euros for this particular fabric. I think that's the last thing I got. It was a really nice experience. I think for me, I just wanted to explore the city, and I think going to look for fabrics was one of the ways to do that. We went to like the proper city center, and it felt very similar to London vibe. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment what you think I should make with these different fabrics. I would love to know all of your ideas down below. And if I haven't wished you already, Happy New Year to every single one of you. May this new year bring us more happiness, more joy, more peace in our lives, in whatever we do. And you know, one step at a time, we'll slowly, you know, sort of achieve those goals that we've set for ourselves. So yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are. Bye.